Wait.
Oop.
Nobody move.
Wait.
Ah!
Hold on.
Okay, we're good.
You okay?
Yeah, my mic wasn't picking anything up, so I had to... Oh, it's because my pad's
Yeah.
on. It's because my pad's on. There we go.
I've
good.
got a pop filter by the way, so I don't know if
Nice.
this is going to sound any better. I'm hoping it does, but
Well, it doesn't
anyway,
actually
no,
improve the sound quality. It just keeps that from being too obnoxious.
Well, good, because
Yeah.
my narration and my voice of Zane is quite obnoxious.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, like I was doing gym wrong because I always did running first and then everything else. But I was told no, do everything first and then do running last.
Yeah.
Because then, so I did that yesterday for the first time properly. I normally run for about 12-15 minutes. I ran for about 25 minutes.
Oh, nice.
And before that, I did multiple sets of weights and like leg shit, and now I'm dead. My arms, I can't lift them. How?
Yeah. Yeah, when you do that, when you go to the gym and you just like completely wear yourself out, the next day you just feel like shit. It's terrible. I don't usually do a very hard workout because usually I just kind of go, my cardio's okay, so I usually don't have to do that. And I don't even go to the gym. I like to run on trails when I do running, just because the treadmill, like, it's nice because that you have TVs. Like, I run on the treadmill every so often, but usually I'll go on like a trail or something just so I can feel like I'm going somewhere instead of just staying in one place. But yeah, I usually don't just like do a hard workout all the time. Like, especially like when you first start working out, that next day after you do that for like the first time in a while, it just sucks. Like, your legs are just dead. But like after you get going, it like the effect, like what do you call it, like a hangover, like a workout hangover. It's not as bad anymore.
Yeah. Well, my legs are thick boys and they can withstand a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
So my legs are fine. It's just my arms and my everything else is fucking tired.
Oh yeah.
But like I read a thing about how it's like because it's your tissues and your muscle that are breaking down to repair. Bigger. That's what creates muscle. It's best to wait like 24 to 48 hours before doing another workout. So that's why, like, directly after, you feel like arse. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. So today I'm chilling. Tomorrow I don't know what's going on. Probably working. I don't know. I haven't been told yet. But no.
Like that.
What is it? Fucking. I've messaged you stuff, a lot of different stuff in Discord that's gone completely unacknowledged. Unacknowledged?
What?
No. I've sent you things in the Discord over the past few days that haven't had any reaction. Like, one of them was me trying to get you into Little Karibo.
Oh, yeah. There's just like, we just send too many things. The problem is we're on opposite sides of the planet. So like whenever we think of something, we'll just like send it to each other, and then you'll probably send another thing before the other one even wakes up. So I'm just like,
okay, you're not fair.
So I just want to react to like whatever is right in front of me. Like this beautiful picture of Marnie and Gloria. That is amazing. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I found out her name was Gloria, and I was like, really?
Cute name.
Gloria? I mean, okay. I mean, it's alright. Yeah, sure. What the hell? Is she holding a ball of hop? What is that?
No, it's a ball. It's Leon. Wait, no, it might be hop. I don't know. But it looks like some kind of, I don't know.
Hop is a fucking atrocious rival, from what I've seen.
Okay, the thing is, everyone hates him, but he's not as bad as Hal. He's not even close.
See, I watched Alpha Rad's entire series on Pokemon Sword because he completed it the first day.
Oh, fuck.
But he uploaded all the clips different days, obviously, for that watch time. But
watch time.
Yeah, just the character arc of Hop is just like, he sucks throughout the entire thing, and then at the very end, he's just like, I want to be a Pokemon professor.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, fair enough, cool.
I mean, I guess he learns, it kind of makes sense. Like, when I was going through and experiencing it, it was like, yeah, I kind of get it, because, like, you do kind of become discouraged, but, you know, if he finds something else he wants to do, like, good for him. You know, like, you just get, like, every single time you just beat him in your rival fights, and he just gets more and more like discouraged, and then he gets encouraged again later on, like towards the end, And then he gets, like, discouraged again. Man, even though I captured Zamazenta, still can't beat you. Wow, I suck. Basically.
Yeah. I've seen so many people look at those Pokemon and be like, I can't pronounce that name. This is Shield Doggo and this is Sword Doggo. Yeah. That's all I know them by. Speaking of doggos.
Yes.
My doggo is on my bed next to me. Hello, Millie. Hello.
Hello, doggo.
She's trying to sleep. But, I'll leave her be. It's actually, okay, literally, this is the 3rd day into summer and it's raining. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, yeah? It's the second day.
Stupid.
It's second day in December here, and it snowed all day.
Yeah, I know, but it's meant to be summer here, and it's raining.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Fuck off. But one of the other
things. I moved to California.
It
never fucking rains there.
Yes. One of the other things I found, which I just don't. Okay, you know how YouTube every so often, maybe like once a month, it just in the recommended, there's just a gem for no reason.
Yes.
It's just a video that stands out. You're like, oh, I'll check that out, and it's actually really good.
Yes.
For some reason, on my main account, because I now have 2 accounts, one for music and one for everything else, and then my Trying the Dash Y channel.
Yeah.
And on the normal account, for some reason, it came up with this musician called Safeed. Sepheid.
Uh-huh.
And it is really basic metal music that sounds epic with repeating verses from, I think, Vocaloid girls. I don't know.
Oh,
but
hell
it's really basic, but it's really fucking good as well. I was surprised.
Nice.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It just randomly appeared there, and now I've bought all their music. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go. So I think I tried to send you one of those, but I don't know if you. I'll send it again.
I might have seen it. Wait, I can't remember if I saw it. I don't remember. You have to send it to me again.
Right there. That's just YouTube. That's not the actual.
Wait, let me click on it. No, okay, it brought me to a video. Please do not re-upload this video.
Yes.
Wait, we're about to get. Wait, want me to turn subtitles on? Who the hell do you think I am? Oh, goddess.
This is called. Yes.
Okay, I like
the vocals are like so high pitched, but then the metal music is really
dope.
Basic but awesome as well.
We're not gonna get copyright stricken for this, are we?
Hopefully not.
Oh, this is good.
Then her vocals are a bit high pitched, but they're still good.
Why do they want me to turn subtitles on?
No, it's just because it's just for people with different languages.
Oh. It does sound like a Vocaloid, doesn't it?
It does. That's why I kind of thought it was.
Ooh, dude, they have mixing and mastering. Ooh, I might do that. I've kind of been curious. I might do a track where I have someone else do the mixing and mastering. I'll subscribe. There we go. Perfect. So
But
yeah, because okay,
see,
like the thing is, mixing, like having a producer is really cool because there's only so much you can do when you you do basically the same thing every time. Like eventually you kind of get into a rhythm when you're making music. Like you just do the same thing every time. Like you have a set thing that works. But I'm curious to see like how having a producer on the outside would affect my music because I think it would be really cool.
And anyway, like what I was getting at is that those first lyrics you hear in the first minute, they'll repeat that later on.
Oh, really?
And there's literally nothing else. It's very repetitive, but it's really good. I don't know. This one and Gaia, they were my two favorites.
Oh, it's right there, up next.
Yeah, I know. So, like, I don't get it. Why did this just appear in my fucking YouTube
I don't know, dude.
But now I've bought all their music, so I don't get it. And it just doesn't make sense. But it's really good. I thought it was really good. So I was like, this is dope. But
I just have random anime compilations. When your pet dragon turns into a cute girl. That's what's in my recommended right now. There's a video called "When Your Pet Dragon Turns into a Cute Girl." That's all.
Huh. Well,
sounds pretty anime.
You want to do a live reaction? No, actually, no.
Let's see how it goes. Let's see. What anime could it be?
I'm going to look at my recommended just for the shits.
I have
my recommended, like,
a speed run.
Changes.
I have a speed run of a game called Sonic Ball, which I've never seen, in 14 minutes.
I've got a Mini Lad meme stream reaction. Everything wrong with CinemaSins Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Is 2016 WWE's best year of the decade? Three-way duel with God cards and Yu-Gi-Oh! VR. Wow, okay. And so, yeah, a lot of random shit. But, by the way, I noticed a thing as well. I noticed a thing.
Yeah.
I think both of us have accidentally watched our own videos watched videos we wanted to watch on the FireStorm podcast account. Because in the history, I found a bunch of random videos which I could tell I didn't watch.
Wait, what was it? I can't even remember what I watched.
6 Annoying Anime Tropes by Imirichi?
Wait, let me check the history. I don't even know what...
November 7th, 6 Annoying Anime Tropes, and it says it's been fully watched.
Okay, that... I can't remember if that... Oh, there it is. That I could have... Sometimes I accidentally switch to the other... to this account, and I'll forget about it, and then I'll click on a video.
Me too, and then even right there is the Death Note What's Up people when I try to send that to you. Yeah. It's there as well. So it's like, I just noticed, wait a minute, who watched 6 Annoying Anime Tropes?
Nope, that was definitely, it wasn't even that good of a video either.
Yeah, but now,
because it was some chick fucking complaining. Like,
but now her stuff is in our recommended though.
God damn it, piece of shit.
Recommended. If you go to our recommended, it's like yaoi and anime.
I hate everything. I hate everything, dude.
Yaoi and anime tropes.
Yaoi and anime tropes. What else do you want? Nothing. That's it. That's all you want. That's all you need. Wait, refresh.
Probably.
When girls beat you up for no reason. Random funny anime compilation. Alright, fantastic. That's, yep, that's great. Fantastic.
Yep. Alright.
Thanks, YouTube. Oh, dude, that was alright. That was pretty solid.
It wasn't
It was pretty solid.
I've drunk 2 1.25 litre bottles of water so far today.
That's very specific. 1.25.
Yeah, I got 2 of those and they're both empty, so I need to fill them up because I'm gonna try and complete the narration for. Well, okay. Here's the annoying thing about the audiobook. I've done all of Zane's lines. I've done Mr. Kago, and I've started the narration. But the narration, literally for the prologue in chapter 1. Fucked up my voice. I was like, oh wow, I can't talk anymore. Yeah. And so I'm gonna try and get as much as that as I can. I'm trying to get as much of it done as I can today. Yeah. But it's taken a toll. But yeah, the casting changed up a bit because initially I was getting my... See, back in Burwood High, we had a drama teacher who was also one of our main teachers for our year level. Yeah. I just told you what my high school was. I should probably bleep that out in the actual video.
I don't think it matters.
No, I might actually no, there's videos of me with my uniform on in my channel, so who cares? But
yeah, I don't really think it matters.
We had a drama teacher who was really good at voice acting and drama and that sort of thing. And he actually that we had some sort of high school project about World War, like one of the wars or something, where we had to basically make our own like mini explanations about stuff. I completely forgot what it was about, but basically I got him to do a voiceover thing for a story of a journal an archived journal from a war, like someone who fought in the war. I don't know. And I added just the instrumental piano of Mad World in the background.
Nice.
And it was I got an A for it. And all because I got him to voice over it as well. It just sounded really good.
Nice.
But
yeah, I think I do remember you telling me about your drama teacher that you wanted to be in the audiobook.
Yeah. I found him on Facebook and I added him and I talked to him and he's changed schools and all that.
Yeah.
And he said he was interested, but recently he's been having a bit of trouble because they were forced to move out of their house and a bunch of other shit.
Gotcha.
So he said he doesn't think he'll be able to commit the time to it. And I said fair enough, but this is how I got a different quite good YouTuber on board as well, because my friend Marcus, who I host AvCon with, he was the bus driver. He was the very Australian bus driver.
You sent me that he was good.
He's very good. He said, is there any other male roles need to be done? And I said, well, the principal role just came open if you want to take that one. But then he said, is there any female roles? And I said, possibly, because I don't think one of my other friends will be able to commit to the roles because they got stuff on as well. And he recommended this YouTuber called Cami Mile. She's got like 35,000 subscribers. She does covers, she does voice acting and all that sort of thing. And she offered to be part of it. And I'm like,
nice.
Fucking sure thing.
Definitely.
Come aboard, my dude. So I have just bunch of random... look, literally, the cast list for the audiobook is nothing but YouTubers and D&D people.
Nice.
That's about it. So... and two authors.
Wait, how do you spell her name?
Yeah. Cammie. Mile.
What now? What's the last name?
Mile. Mile.
Oh, I see. Oh, there she is.
So you literally...
my son. By the way, her first video is my son, Gordon.
My son. But, even though... this is the random as fuck episode. No one knows what we're talking about. Hopefully, by the time the random as fuck episode comes out on December 26th...
You're putting the audiobook on your channel, right?
Yeah, and I'm hoping it'll be out by now.
Yeah, we can only hope. I don't know.
Yeah, because I've still got a whole heap of editing. I'm still waiting for a bunch of people's lines. Like, and a few people haven't got back to me either. And, Silent Echo, the main female, she's very busy and she set an impromptu trip for a family event.
Oh, gotcha.
And she said she'll get to it soon. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hoping you do, because I really want to get everything together. And all my friends, because they all hang out in a group, they all got a cold. So they're all sick.
Nice.
So it's just like, guys, when you get unsick...
when you are unsick, please tell me.
When you are healthy, once again. They all wanted to be a part of it, and they are all just like, Trent, we're all sick. I'm like, it's okay, guys, just whenever you're ready. But, like, I want to start editing it. Once I've done the narration, I want to... because I've got a lot of the music ready as well. I'm going to add music in the background.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going to make sure it doesn't get copyrighted. But,
that would be...
a lot of it's just piano stuff, and I'm gonna credit everyone in the description. It's gonna be a long description.
That's gonna be a long ass description. I thought they character limited now. I think they have a character limit now.
Better not be.
Yeah.
Because I gotta reference. I gotta link everyone's YouTube and Instagram. So like,
oh fuck! I don't know if you'll be able to do that.
No.
Oh fuck!
I'll try.
Yeah,
literally,
give it a shot.
Nick's Twitter, like, I was just like, Nick, what do you want to be credited as? Like, what is your link? And he's just like, I don't even have any online thing apart from Facebook. It's just like, well, actually, I do have a Twitter, xxswaglord69xx.
Hey!
I'm like, God fucking damn it, Nick. All right, fine.
xxswaglord69. Beautiful.
XX.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Can't make that shit. Well, you can't make that shit up, but that's how we got there. But
literally, if you look at the bottom three of the cast, we have Shady Fox, who's like been on the fucking voice actor who's been in the game for ages is Spiritu, my friend who's an anime reviewer, and he's got like over 10,000 subs, and then Cammy Mile. It's just like,
nice.
You know what? If I hadn't done YouTube for nearly 5 years, I wouldn't know any of these people.
Yeah,
so,
right.
You know what? I guess saying in the game pays off when you want to do big projects.
Yeah, when you need all of the people to do all of the things.
Yeah, I still love the fact that you are both Nirav and Barrett, and you abused yourself. It's still my favorite. My favorite part of the situation.
So I had to. I didn't have to do it, but I basically went back and I listened to my recordings. I had to make sure I didn't sound too much like the same person in between lines. I think I managed to pull it off, but.
I need to double check and see if my Mr. Kago is different, because like Zane, I was literally just trying to be like, so you think you can do this? And then with Mr. Kago, I was like, hello everyone, it is time for class today.
That'll be fine.
I was hoping that worked, but I don't know if it does. But
yeah, I had to like go and make, because I think like talking. if you were like if you're a voice actor, you can probably tell that Nirav and Barrett are the same person, but I think if you're not really paying attention, I think I can probably slip by under the radar.
So this is going to be different though. For the first time, I'm going to be editing all of the audio first, because Filmora is good with that, but like when you try to edit video as well, it chops around. It's a dick. So I'm going to edit all of the audio, the music, all the acting, and the narration together. Complete that, and then I don't know if I should even bother with visuals. Like I might do with the logo and maybe you could texts.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe you could separate put a text for which chapter you're on or whatever.
I was thinking of doing text just also for the dialogue, but the narration can just be my humble voice that can't pronounce things properly sometimes.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Anyone who's listened to this podcast will know that we are both really bad at talking sometimes.
Yeah, no, I've even noticed earlier, I was just like, how do you say the word professional? I fucked that up like 10 minutes ago.
God damn it.
But, so I've got a lot of water and I've got limited time before work properly kicks back in. So
yeah.
Editing everything is easy. It's just like it's easy for me to edit everything together. It's just taking the time to actually do my parts. That will be the pain in the ass thing, because I can edit everything in like a night, but then when I go to do parts, my throat gets fucked up and I gotta wait another day.
Oh,
so just like, it sucks. Why am I looking at my YouTube sub feed?
See, I don't know. What's weird is like, I know for Silent Echo, I know she'll have a lot of lines. So I understand why she's taking her time to do it.
Yes, but it was I completely understand.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm just curious, like, your teacher, like, I don't know much, I don't really know about his situation, but, like, I did all of my lines within, like, 30 minutes. So, like, saying
here's the other problem. He doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, okay, so that was the big thing.
He was going to go to his school because they have a proper setup and all that.
Okay, yeah.
And use the equipment there as well. And because he's a teacher, obviously he's marking he's marking reports and work and everything.
Yeah.
And then he got kicked out of his house. It's just like he's been dealing with a lot more.
Yeah. So that's understandable.
He thought once the reports and all that were over, he could just go in and smash all that in a day. But no, he's got a lot more to deal with, so I completely understand that. But I think Marcus can take it on easy, because Marcus, funnily enough, and because he's being the principal now, and he is recording with Cammy, who's Rosa. They actually have a lot of dialogue with each other. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, well, I might just go to Cammy's place and we'll just record our shit at the same time. I'm like, fucking do it, man.
Yeah, man.
If it makes it easier, that's awesome. Because now, here's the one thing. I'm waiting for everyone to get the lines to me, and then, like, if their tone of voice reflects differently to what I was, I can easily re-record my lines to make it more smooth dialogue.
Yeah.
With their lines, but it's just like everything else. It's going to be very interesting if this works, but. I'm determined to get this out. I've already paid voice actors. I'm not fucking backing out now.
Yeah, right?
I'm not backing out now. I've spent money on this shit. So
don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty sure I nailed it. Just saying.
I haven't actually listened through all of yours yet. I
nailed it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because I just remember the werewolf being so deep. It's just like,
yeah, dude. That okay, so like, yeah, you'll probably understand that situation. Like I did when I just did all the lines in one. Like I think I was like some random day. I was like probably about half an hour, 45 minutes away from like just walking out and going to class. So I was just like, well, I have a little bit of time before I have to go to class. I'll just knock this out. And so I did all of Nirav's lines because Nirav was basically just my voice, just a little bit lighter, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Nirav would have been easy.
Yeah, he was pretty easy. But then for Barrett, I had to do a few takes with him because sometimes my voice would give out. In the middle of a line, so it would be like it would just kind of sound really odd. And I can't remember if I kept them in or not, but like I did cut out all the bad takes. I still have all the files with the bad takes though, and me yelling "fuck" a few times. As you might expect, like whenever I fuck up, I'm just like "fuck," and so
I've got a few of me doing that as well. I kept fucking up one sentence, and at the end, and then a truck would go past, and I'm like, "Fuck off, truck, fuck!" It's just like
there were like a couple sentences. Truck. Like I remember, I think it was either it was definitely for Barrett, and I was like, it was just like this one big fucking sentence, and I was like, I started the line and I was like, okay, here's the line. It's like, oh wait, what's the rest of the sentence? I can't even read it. What the hell? I missed this entire thing. And it's like, okay, I got the sentence.
Now looking back at my book, in all honesty, like I've noticed so many typos as well. Like, how did my editor not pick up on this?
Your editor was fucking trash.
Yeah, I will admit she was alright, but I don't think she is professional as she claims to be.
Damn.
So,
you're bound to make grammatical mistakes, especially when you're like typing out a full ass book. Like you're bound to make something and just not. You're just bound to not notice it. So it is the job of the fucking editor to be like, hey, here's a grammatical mistake. Let me fix that. Or like, and if you don't, like, what the fuck are you even there for?
In all honesty, like I went with her because I've actually contacted a few professional editors, and their rates.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sure.
Ridiculous. I've got one here from who I contacted in like 2016, and it was like thousands of dollars, and I'm like, dude, I'm in high school. I don't have money right now, so nah.
No, it's just like, thanks for the offer, but I think I'm gonna just.
Yeah, and this editor, she's pretty well known, but she fuck, if I actually get my book, I'm not gonna fucking call her out.
Maybe we can maybe we can get an exclusive reveal here, because I am curious about this. How did you go about the publishing for it?
The publishing, okay, there's this website, Ingram Spark.
Mm-hmm.
They are kind of like a publishing agency that just help with the self-publishing book company is what they title themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
Title themselves as. They can basically get everything online, like into bookstores, on the online bookstores for you,
nice.
And they can do printing at the same time. Since then, I've come to learn the contracts you sign with them, they're not bad. But the contracts aren't necessarily good either, because they are like with any publishing company, they always take a rate for whatever like your book costs, because they got to make money as well, which makes sense. But the rate for ebooks is very low.
Mm-hmm.
If it's under $1, then they take like 70%. But if it's between $1 and $13, they only take 30% or something like that. It's very, very weird.
Okay.
So, yeah, but since then I've actually come to learn that like Amazon's self-publishing with Kindle and their printing services have actually become a lot better.
Nice.
So I
didn't even realize Amazon had a publishing service. That's really cool.
Yeah, they had their own ebook publishing system with Kindle.
Yeah.
Which was fairly reasonable, but now they've actually got a few more now they're doing a printing service, print on demand, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, I went with Ingram Spark.
Yeah, that would be good. Like print, is it like I guess like the on demand thing? It's like, if you get the demand for it, they can print it. Like, and it's not like you have to invest immediately in a certain amount of printed paperbacks or whatever. Like, that's a good idea.
Oh, that was my massive flaw.
Yeah.
I bought 100 copies and I've got 30 left, I think. But like, they get them into a few online bookstores. One thing which was really confusing though is their contracts for different countries. Some they weren't explicit on what stores they went into, because like it said, okay, this will be on Amazon, this will be on this Australian website, and then my book all of a sudden turned up on Book Depository, and I'm like, that's where I get all my books. That's awesome, my book is there, but how did it even get there? And apparently it's because Amazon owns Book Depository. So
wow.
That's probably it.
The more you know.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of back and forth, like trying to figure out how did this get here, but now it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Ingram Spark's alright, but yeah, I'm gonna take down the Protector Volume 1, and I might go with a different service for the future.
Amazon's probably not a bad shout, to be honest.
No, they do seem like they're a little bit more.
They've got their shit together. Well, it is Amazon, multi-billion-dollar company. So
yeah,
you'd expect them to have their shit together.
Now they finally have a service which is more appealing to everyone, because they do a lot more reasonable print prices and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
the on-demand thing is definitely a good idea.
Yeah, this was another thing. One of the inaugural points of my book before it became a light novel was that like one of the original plot points, which I am actually going to be going back to now that I'm rewriting it, is that Zane has like a darker manifestation of himself inside the ring or inside of him, which kind of talks to him, so it's kind of like a voice in his head. But I made
voices in my head, they count to me, they understand, they talk to me.
They talk to me. Yeah, anyway. I made it so whenever the voice talked to him, it would be the font, like the text would be a different color.
Oh shit!
But apparently, but apparently, like color in books costs like heaps more money to print.
Whoa!
And it made it way too ludicrous. So then, once I found that out before I actually completed the book, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to change it up a bit and get rid of it. But I felt like that kind of ruined a lot of the dynamic of it. Like that was a really good plot point. But now that I've rewritten the backstory and how Protectors came to be and everything, I think I can implement the darker manifestation again. And I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I am much more happy with this rewritten backstory.
Nice.
But just one lord controlling everything, and then the two sides going to fight. Because then I've even written how certain arcs are going to go, and it just flows so much better. Because spoiler, Rosa, the rose vampire in the Protector, she's been cut. She's no longer a character.
Interesting.
I cut so many characters as well. Initially there was ice demons, and one of the ice demons was going to be had a crush on Zane, and then became their friends, and then I scrapped that and made demons their just own inaugural thing. And then the Rose Vampire, Rosa, there was going to be a whole backstory with her and why she's so interested in Zane, and apparently it's because it's going to be the classic anime trope of they were raised as brother and sister, but not really being brother and sister.
Oh, shit.
classic. But then Zane lost his memory and doesn't remember her.
Oh, big oof.
And it's a prank. But
Debated.
now because I'm also writing the multiple choice story that has vampires and werewolves in it.
So you cut Rosa.
Yeah, I've decided to scrap werewolves and vampires from the Protector.
Fair enough.
So that means Barrett. I don't think Barrett will make a return,
Get
but not
the
as
fuck
a,
out
not
of
as a
here,
werewolf.
dude.
He might return, just not as... Yeah, actually, no, he is returning, but not as a werewolf.
Alright, fair enough. So then you probably get someone to do a proper dick voice instead of just me like, If you ever put... So are you doing... It's a novel, right? The new rewritten?
Yeah.
So is it just
a
one-off?
What I started with.
Is it just a one-off, or is it going to be multiple?
I hope not.
Okay, yeah.
I hope not. I had an idea for where the Protector, the first book, would start and end, and I want it because initially in year 10, so like 2015, when it was originally a novel, it started with the whole. It started the way it started in the volume 1, and then it ended at a point where everything seemed to be okay, but then Zane's father was revealed to be an antagonist, and then the second book, if that ever happened, was going to be about his introduction. So I feel like I'm going to go back to my roots and make it kind of like that, but now I've got a clearer story. So yeah, I'm going to make a satisfying ending, but there's going to be a lot of room for a continuation. Because, yeah, that's another reason why I was just like, oh, but if I split up the book into like 20 light novels, then I can cover everything at a steady pace. But then I realized, oh, fuck, this costs a lot of money to make. And even though I will now make a good amount of money, it's still quite a lot to spend with a little give back. So,
yeah.
So I'm definitely going to make this a long novel with interesting parts to it, and I'm definitely going to return to my roots, but it's going to be a lot more room. It's going to be so much more refined than before. Like even before, like I don't know if have you read volume 1? Like, have you got through it?
I have not gotten through it, but I got through like a good chunk of it.
Well, in the backstory, not in the backstory, in the flashback scene, that was one part that fucked me up a bit because I liked the idea of the flashbacks, but I mentioned one thing about the woman that dropped Zane off to the cabin in the snow. She had violet eyes. And that is now also a scrapped thing I was going to do.
Interesting.
Which I realized...
That's just no longer a thing. Goodbye!
Because I needed another way for Zane's father to truly be a dick. So one thing... Okay, by the way, you know how there's a lot of wrestling influences, like say with the chapter names, there's like Shadows of a Setting Sun, because I really, really nailed home a wrestling reference here with that Zane's father used the ring which has I don't know, it's like a dark ring, it's got dark power in it, whatever. He used it to create gems and like basically create a power that can control people.
Nice.
And that's how Zane's father was going to build an army. And I call the army the Nexus.
Hey! Let's go, dude.
We'll
That's
walk
dope.
Alone in the unknown. We live to win another victory.
I can't remember how the song goes. Shit.
We are one. It is phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Good song.
We are one. We are one. We are one. We will fight forever.
We will stand together.
That's so good.
I love that song. But anyway, yeah. So wrestling references, but the Nexus was kind of gonna be like on the hunt for Zane and that when they left the school, but then I kind of scrapped that because initially Zane's mother was going to be under control of the Nexus, but then she breaks out of it. Like I wrote another one of my most favorite bits of writing was one chapter in the aftermath of a fight between Zane and his mother when his mother was under control of the Nexus. And she snapped out of it after getting beaten. And there's a scene where Zane tries to escape the hospital they're in, but all the doors are locked. And he's got like this little... He's got... like it's like a bit of claustrophobia. He's locked in this building. He can't get out. And then he finds Yulia, who says, I've literally just been talking to your mother for like the past hour. And he's just like, are you fucking kidding me? She's evil. It's just like, no, she's not. Trust me. And then there's this great reunion scene as well. And like, that was amongst, that bit of, that chapter was amongst the lot that I lost when my laptop had the fucking corruption.
Yeah.
So that really good chapter is fucking gone.
Oh, but, oof.
Yeah, that sucks. But yeah. So the Nexus and the whole storyline with them being hunted is going to be changed as well. But
so is it like going to cover like there's going to be a lot more content than the first light novel, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The first light novel was so minuscule compared to what I had planned.
Oh, so like the light novel was like how many pages? Like 100. How many are you planning for this?
I fucking heaps more because the light novel was like what 25,000 words. My original novel was nearly 100,000, and I'm planning it to be bigger than the original novel.
Nice.
So much fucking more detailed and better than ever before. So
hell yeah.
Yes. Anyway, we've kind of moved on to talking about books and that.
Yeah, because I was like curious about that. So what can I say?
Yeah, fair enough. We're not actually going to be covering books and fan fiction and writing to like episode 15.
Yeah, that'll be that'll be more like something else. We'll probably talk more about like other stuff. But I do want to reveal that I brought this up to Trent the other day. This is something we'll hopefully do a few years down the line. Yes. I'm not much of a writer myself. Like I don't have the commitment to just because I remember especially when I did fan fictions back in day.
Sorry, my arm hurts.
Oh nice. Especially for like when I did fan fiction back in day, I would basically do like maybe 8 to 10 chapters of a book, and then I would just like lose interest in it, and like I would just like stop doing it and just like drop it entirely and start doing something else. And so I don't have like the full commitment to just pumping out a full ass book like that. But I have been reading the Astroscore light novels, and I just got volume 3 shipped in today from Amazon. And then I also got I'm just gonna start reading ahead in ReZero. So I got before season 2 starts, because I figure like I'll go back and read all the light novels eventually, because there's surely a lot more content that wasn't shown in the anime. But that I want to start reading ahead just so I can have like I'm curious how much they actually exclude from the anime. You know, like I want to read ahead and see what happens, and then when season 2 comes out next year, I can be like, oh, so they didn't. Or like they are just kind of glossing over a certain plot point or whatever. Like I'm just curious like about that sort of thing. So I'm going to be reading ahead. I don't know how far I'm going to be by the time we do a ReZero episode, which we are doing somewhere down the line, closer to when season 2 comes out. Because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to that show. Very impressed was I when I finished that show. Yeah. So anyway, back to the thing I was originally talking about. I have always found it like fascinating reading the Asterisk War. It kind of got me thinking, like, it's so cool to build up a world from scratch with like this backstory and like, you know, certain things that are like kind of like how Trent's done with the Protector, like with, you know, you have a certain like how the world, maybe not necessarily how the world was created or whatever, like you can, but like say for example in the Asterisk War there's there's the backstory with how the Genestala were created, which is like the like kind of not really mutated, but like kind of off-brand of humans with superhuman abilities and stuff. there's like all kinds of backstory there, and there's all like literally the first volume of the Asterisk War had a fucking glossary in it with like all the words that was like that you might not know, all the words that they came up with that are relevant to the world and the setting, and I'm like, that is fucking
I'm gonna
dope.
have to do one of those. I'm gonna have to do one of those as
that
well.
Is, and yeah, well, you should. And I was like, this is probably the most useful fucking thing I have ever seen in my life, because it's like I have no idea. Like when I've been a very big fan of the Asterisk War for a long time, but some of the things you just don't fucking get until you read those books, because there's a lot more detail in the books, obviously. Like, you know, they're not going to spend a lot of time on exposition when it comes to the anime. You're here to see the main character, like, squeeze some boobies, but, you know, and see some titties and see some sword fighting and shit. And I'm not talking about penises. I'm talking about actual sword fighting. You know, real. Well, actually, you could make an argument that the real men's sword fighting is with your penis. But anyway, I keep getting off track.
I know. I was just gonna bring you off track again. I've noticed your lack of penis jokes on our Twitter, and I'm disappointed.
What? I know. I'll get back on track soon enough. But I will but I have been on a roll. For the one with Frosty the Snowman fucking my wife, that was pretty good. I'm proud of that one.
Get back to your fucking story. Get back to your point.
Okay. So anyway, I brought this up to Trent the other day. I brought up the idea that we should work together to put out a light novel series, and this will probably be something we do a long time down the line, because Trent's got a lot he's working on right now, and I have a lot of music that I'm working on. But probably a few years down the line, I am also, I'll talk about this in a second, but so I want to like come up with a world, right? Like I'll come up with a world from scratch, because that's super interesting to me. I want to be able to do that, but from there, I'm not sure where I would go with it, and that's where Trent comes in. We can work together to, like, once I have the world I want, we can work together to, and, you know, we're both, like, you know, like, we both agree that, like, hey, this is a cool thing. We can work together on characters and a story, and then he'll write it, and I can, like, kind of be along for the ride and be like, you know, like kind of backseat right, enough, if you will.
yeah. Funnily enough, we attempted something like that in high school. I attempted something like that with two of my mates. Yeah, because one of them was really heavily into drawing, and he was getting good at drawing like manga style. And basically, what we did was I wrote the story, like the plot beats. My friend drew the panels, and a different friend of ours helped came up with ideas and storylines, and then we just kind of tried to collaborate on something. It only lasted about a week, but we got a few panels done. It actually looked pretty good. Like he came up with he was a fat dwarf that was really fast, and I was like a fucking ninja or something. And then there was a third guy. I forgot what he did, but it started off with us jumping through the forest, and it was really funny because one of the panels was just all the trees from the skyline, and then you see one of them nearly fall over because the fat dwarf jumped on a branch.
Fuck.
But it was just like it was actually really good. But I'm kind of imagining something like this where we both like we even me and a few other author mates tried to do a collaborative story, but it didn't really fucking pan out. I don't know. The thing is,
if you were to do it between a bunch of authors, I think there would be like some kind of conflict there.
Actually, no, there wasn't really a conflict. The idea was that we each take care of a chapter, and we progress the story in our own way.
I've seen that.
And then eventually,
I have seen books where like each chapter is written by a different author. It's kind of interesting.
I know, but it got to the point where we were all like, okay, what if we covered already? We've covered this. What about this? Yeah. Maybe we forgot. Yeah. And it was just really confusing. That's why I feel like if it was just between two people, it would be a lot easier to handle. So, like, because we were also talking about, like, dude, imagine if we got an artist on board and we could create a fucking visual novel. Like, I'm sure. Yeah, right. Because I've no one knows. Yeah,
I think I mentioned it to you.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned this. Like, I kind of ghost written for a visual novel. Yeah, from an
I think you did tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you that, but I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast.
No, I don't think you have.
I ghost wrote about half of a visual novel for fuck off Snapchat. About half of a visual novel for an independent creator who he had a bit of funding behind it, but it was mostly just him. I'm not really going to talk about what he did, like everything that's happening. He's got his own projects, different projects going on right now. But yeah, I got about halfway through, and I was doing it kind of. I wasn't getting paid for it because I didn't want to be paid. I just wanted to get my name out there.
Yeah,
and it was really good actually. It was a bit different compared to like it was obviously different platforms and all that, different styles of writing, but it was actually like really interesting to do, and I want to do that again. Mm-hmm. So yeah, even if we wrote a book or if we got an artist on
the thing is, if we were to do light novels, we would need someone to draw anime style for us.
I'm a massive fan. Killer Quinn has been doing a good job, and he's been doing good. But we could ask around and talk to people.
But yeah, like I said, this is probably something we'll do not a long time, but like a few years down the line.
Once we're both in a rhythm, because I'm
still in college. Like once I graduate, I'll definitely like have a steady beat, I think.
Yeah. I'm literally just starting full-time work, so it's kind of like, well, once I've found a rhythm with this, and I'll find a rhythm with writing,
we need to let you have some extra time to get all of your stuff done as well.
Oh, I've got heaps of books in mind.
Yeah.
It's either the multi-choice story or the vampire, or the Protector that I want to try and get out neach year, but I'm not gonna hold my hopes that high, but I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
But, we each got a lot of things we want to work on independently.
Yeah.
Because we could start just another Google Docs and just
I was gonna say we should put something in our folder, just throw some shit on there.
FireStorm Productions presents.
Yeah, exactly, dude. What was I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so like I mentioned I mentioned that I like don't have a lot of patience when it comes to the big projects, and that's kind of where my music comes in.
I've been working on the Protector since like 2013.
I know, so dude. I know.
Suck my nuts.
But yeah, that's what I like about music, because even though it's like the same thing, I get to like put all my focus in for like a few months on one project and then move on to the next one, like one big album. Like I'm a lot of times I'll do music like spread out, like the Pokemon album I have coming out with all the English covers, that's been done, like the songs that are going to be on that album like started coming out end of last year. So like a lot of times I'll do that thing where like I'll just spread them out, but I'll hop between a lot of different projects, and then eventually once all the songs are done, I'll release them as an album. But that's one thing I like about it, because I can hop between different things, but also if I want to dedicate my time to a single album or whatever, I can just absolutely focus down, like buckle down on that one album for like a month or two, and then once it's done, go ahead.
Your cover of Finite, what album is that going to be part of?
Oh, okay, so here's some exclusive thing that I'm going to reveal. I am planning. I emailed DistroKid about a couple months ago. They're how I get all my music out to stores and such. But right now I'm on a plan, so I pay yearly and I have unlimited uploads. DistroKid's super cool. They get you cover song licenses, although it does take a while, and all that kind of stuff. So it gets you all that. But right now on the plan I'm on, I'm only supposed to have 2 different artists that I can publish to. So right now that's SilverStorm and Florida Gardens, which is the band I sing for. So I emailed them. The next level up, the next plan up is called a label plan, which gets you 5 artists different, like, that you can publish to, but I don't need that many. So I just emailed them, was like, hey, can I was kind of like a little kid, can I have a 3rd artist without upgrading my plan? And so they were like, yeah, sure, whatever, kid. So I have a 3rd artist now that I can publish to. I'm planning on making that something that I can share with my IRL friends without feeling weird about it, because I occasionally I'll share my my Silver Storm stuff. Like I shared this dream out with a few of my friends. Like, hey, I put a Pokemon album out, and I have some friends that like Pokemon. So I'm like, hey, you should check this out. I did some songs, and I think you know them, because everyone fucking knows the fucking Pokemon theme song. But So yeah, I'm planning on making using that third artist for like kind of like covers of non-nerdy shit. So I'm planning to separate my nerdy shit from my non-nerdy shit. So if you paid close attention, I actually to any of my pages, I actually deleted my album Generations, which I am planning to remaster and put back up on the third artist. So I don't have a name for it yet, but it's going to be like a cool band name once I come up with something. But yeah, Generations will go back up there. And then I am working slowly on another original album, which will also go up there. But yeah, Finite is going to be up on the third artist, and it's going to be in a little short, well, not short, but like probably 5 or 6 songs EP.
So would you say that this third artist is kind of like a little bit more mainstream?
Right, that's the idea.
Stuff?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
So it's like something that I can, basically something that I can send my mom and be like, hey, I made a song, when it's not like Pokemon related.
Dude, I'm always afraid, like, if I ever make a good video that I share with people, I'll be like, dude, check this out. I'm always afraid they'll find the other really retarded shit I made 2 years ago and be like, what is wrong with this guy? Like,
yeah, like I have put out some fucking weird songs, and I like a lot of my good friends know about Silver Storm, but most of my
go.
Yeah, right. One of my friends has showed his parents that, which I'm like, why did you do that? So yeah, so it's basically like something I can send my mom and be like, "Hey, it's not about Pokemon. I made a song."
I'm not a nerdy shit all the time.
Exactly.
Me.
So
I can make music.
That makes it easy to like separate all of the. And I've been doing some covers recently of like some more mainstream songs. Those will also be going up on the third artist once I get that all sorted. So yeah, the Finite cover. I love Volumes, by the way. If any of you out there like metal and haven't listened to Volumes, they're incredible.
I just like your cover of Finite. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. So and I think that turned out really well. It's one of my favorite covers I've done recently. But yeah, it's gonna be part of like a 5 or 6 song EP of hip hop covers of screamo or metal songs, like songs with screaming in them. And the reason I wanted to do that, it was an idea I had a couple months back, where it was like some of the like prettiest melodies and best songwriting I've ever heard are from metal songs, like with screaming in them. And people won't like, I know a bunch of friends who would never listen to that just because it has screaming in it. And I think that's a damn shame. So I was like, I went out of my way to be like, oh, well, then I'll make it a style that you will like. I'll make this amazing song into hip-hop, and then you're going to listen to it, right? Because there's no longer screaming in it. So all the screaming in those songs are going to be turned into rapping. I want to get in a rapper, because I'm not fantastic at rapping, and I also want to differentiate the singing from, like, I want to have someone else do the rapping just to differentiate the singing and stuff. Where is my note on it? There it is.
Did you see my terrible Snapchat of me singing a part of the rap battle?
Oh, wait, which one was it?
I was Snapchatting me, and I said that I can only rap when I'm overtired.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was good. That was good.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah. So here's my list. It is 6 songs. So there's 4 Volumes songs on it, and that kind of shows you how much I like Volumes.
Jeez.
They're really good. So there's Finite and Coming Clean, and then Pulling Shades and Edge of the Earth, which are basically 4 of my favorite Volumes songs. There's some other good ones too, but those are 2, 3, and 5, and 6 in order. And then I have an I Prevail song called Rise Above It, and a Slipknot song. Which was it's Unsainted, which was I found it through NXT. They did it, like, it was the theme for one of the recent takeovers.
If you ever want to rap down with the sickness, just let me know, man.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a huge Slipknot guy. I only found like I obviously knew of Slipknot, but they had Unsainted, it wasn't War Games. It was the takeover before that, and they had it as the as like the theme, like thanks to Slipknot for the theme of this NXT takeover, Unsainted, and you know. The whole 9 yards. But I actually do like it. There are a few songs on Slipknot's new album that I kind of like. So yeah. So that's the plan. So that's going up there. Generations, once it's like fully remastered, will be going up there as well. The covers that I've done, like the Post Malone cover, the Marshmello cover, those are all going to be part of the Pop Rocks EP. I feel good about that name, by the way. Pop Rocks. Can I get some props for that one?
I do think that was good. That was good.
Some props for that one. I felt good about that. And then
one thing you do need to do with the third artist is you need to at least get some album covers that at least differentiate from Silverstorm. Different style, because like. Even when we were having that discussion with Divide Music about how a lot of his album covers, like they're really simple, just because like if you can't have an anime picture in the cover because you might get copyright and all that. Like his most recent song, Serpent Sin, is literally just a snake, and I'm like, dude, come on, surely we can come up with a better cover than this.
I really like coming up with album covers. Did I ever send you the drawing that I did for the album cover that Celeste did? Did I ever send you that?
Yeah, you did. It was you did, because you said
it was
you
beautiful,
were surprised
wasn't it?
You said you were surprised she was able to adapt that into what it is.
Yeah.
Did she ever send you the full res version of that?
No, she didn't email me back, dude.
Oh fuck! I'll get in contact with her.
Okay, you should, because I wanted to do another one as well. Here, I'll send you. It's for the Pokemon album, another Pokemon album. I'm gonna send it to you.
Did you do another drawing?
I did do another drawing. I'm gonna send it to you.
Ooh, let's see.
Wait.
Neither of us are artists, but
nope, definitely not me.
Dude, do you want to see some anime drawings I tried to do years ago?
Yes.
I will send them to you.
Here you go.
I'll send them to you. I'll have to take photos.
So the album is going to be called...
What is that?
Look at that. Look at it.
I can tell the hats. I see the mountain with the trees.
So clouds. The album is going to be called, exclusive reveal here, it's going to be called Sun to Sky, just because like that's a trend that I've noticed throughout all the different songs that I've been doing. To explain this, I don't know if we'll flash it up. I'll see if I can remind Trent.
Honestly, there's been a few episodes whenever I've made the video that I always say, "Oh, I'll show this on screen here," but I always forget to do it because I've already exported the video.
Well, anyway, even if you don't see it, I'll try to explain it. So if you're looking at it right now.
Yep.
So okay, so the one on the left, the hat on the left, that's Ash's hat from Sun and Moon. Right. So the track list includes 2 songs from Sun and Moon and 3 songs from X and Y. So the little thing next to Ash's Sun and Moon hat is the symbol for the Ultra Guardians. And then the one on the right is Ash's Kalos hat, Ash's X and Y hat, and then that right next to it is a keystone.
Yeah, no, I could tell that. Yeah.
Okay, then you have like a bunch of mountains in the background. You have both the Sun and Moon in shot, obviously, because Sun and Moon. And then these 2 things off in the middle here relate to the last 2 tracks, which are both endings for Pokemon from way back in day. Because the Sky is there is an ending from like the Hoenn, like one of the Hoenn arcs, and it's basically one of those endings that's like entirely one shot as the credits scroll by, and it takes place with Ash and Pikachu at sunset on a like sitting underneath a tree on a hill. So that's what the thing on the left is. It's just a tree on top of a hill. And then the last track is called In Your Heart, and it's the last ending for the Diamond and Pearl series. And it's like, I kind of watched through it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to put for it, but the last shot of it is Ash, Dawn, and Brock looking at a waterfall. So the thing on the right is a waterfall. That's how it relates to. So that's basically everything. And then in the middle is like basically just clouds and shit, other random mountains. I just didn't want to draw it. But yeah, like what I really love the like being able to come up with stuff like that, like those little subtle nods to things that like if you really know the source material would you understand. And that's why I really liked having Celeste do the other one that I drew, the Metal Rescue Team, because I got to basically draw like all of the different things, like all 5 different places that I covered in that little EP. And just kind of squish them all together into one thing, and I do it however I wanted to, and then just have her recreate it for me. And she did a great job.
Well, even though like she hasn't been keeping up with Pokemon up to date recently, she is a big fan of. Well, she was a big fan of Pokemon. So she understands the style as well that you're going for. Yeah. She kind of gets it.
Yeah. So that was great. I loved the way that turned out. She did fantastic with the Metal Rescue Team.
Shout out to I think her name now is Peach Cott. Peach Cott. I think it is. I think that's what she's rebranding herself as. There. So I'll double check.
She's great. Yes. Yeah, I wanna have her do the Sun to Sky one as well. So yeah, and you know, just all those little subtle nods. I love that kind of stuff. So I whenever I can afford it, I like to have the special album artworks done. I got to commission a really cool guy. Like, you know, you've seen the album cover for this stream. That I commissioned a Korean guy for that drawing of me dressed as Ash, and he did really good, way better than I was expecting.
By the way, did I send you I didn't send you the final art of Zane that Killer Quinn got to me.
Oh no, you didn't.
I'm gonna do that because it is really good.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
Yeah, so he did a really great job, and I loved his style, and I think it absolutely worked out perfectly. Like that picture of me dressed as Ash, that is a thing of beauty, and I don't look beautiful very often. That is a thing of beauty.
I'm looking at your Discord picture right now. That's the epitome of beauty.
That is I love that picture. My buds and I, we went to Comic-Con in May, and I was like, this was the night before, so they all came over to my house and spent the night, or I guess, well, technically my parents' house, but yeah, like they all came over and they spent the night, and then the morning after at like 5 a.m. we went and left for Comic-Con at Virginia Beach. But yeah, I was like, everyone bring the dumbest shit you can think of. Like, bring the dumbest outfit you can think of. And so I wore my Pikachu pajama pants, and everyone and we all wore fucking stupid sunglasses and just dressed up like morons, and took a picture, like set a timer on a camera, and it was majestic. So we're gonna try to take we're gonna try to take another one. It's also my Facebook banner. Which is it's a great picture.
Dude, when we meet up in Japan, we just need to spend one day dressed as fucking idiots.
Yes, dude. Yes, dude. I'm so ready for that, dude. Just fucking, we need to just go out dressed like absolute buffoons. Just like we're gonna get looks from people. We need to both be wearing like sunglasses and shit.
Oh, we can't be as offensive as Logan Paul that one time.
Oh no, we can. Surely we can't. Yeah, we can like. I mean, I'm pretty sure anything we do wouldn't be as offensive as that.
Okay, you shall now see Zane.
That is majestic. He is pissed.
He is angry, boy.
He is pissed, bro.
And I've got the sketch of Yulia as well. She doesn't look that bad either. She looks pretty good.
Yeah, Killer Quinn's great. If you don't know and you don't read our descriptions, Killer Quinn is the one who did our artwork for this podcast.
They don't have many social medias. They have a fucking DeviantArt, and that's it. Like,
you know what? I'm pissed about? This is bad business practice. That guy I commissioned for that drawing of me for this stream cover, he didn't even follow me back on Twitter. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, bro.
Shout out to fucking Pesky, the original character artist for the Protector. He now follows me on all accounts, and he likes my shit, and he's a fucking cool guy. Nice. He writes his own light novels. He's pretty good. Cool guy.
Fucking, but some Korean dude doesn't even follow me back on Twitter. I'm pissed, bro. I am pissed. That is bad business practice.
In the notes of the PayPal, when you pay him, it's just like, okay, here's your payment for the thing.
Oh, speaking of PayPal.
Side note, follow me on Twitter.
Yeah. Fuck you, bro. Follow me back on Twitter, you asshole. No, but he did a great job with that drawing, so I have no complaints. Other than he didn't follow me back on Twitter.
Oh, it's in my fucking Discord, of course.
What else? Oh yeah, so pretty much everything I want to do.
I'll send you the sketch of Yulia as well, but continue.
Yeah, so pretty much like any big albums from here on out, I want to do like a commissioned album artwork. Either that or like have someone do graphic design work. Cause one album cover that I'm actually really glad I did is the album cover for my Sword and Shield fan-made opening, Battle Stance. I went out like to a field close to my house back home in Richmond, and took that picture, like set a timer and shit, and it like that's a great album cover. I'm happy about that. So I am thinking about doing like more real life stuff like that. Like more real life album covers. I think I will be doing one for the Pokemon movies cover album. I think I'll be doing one for that. Prototype title for that, I'll be referring to it as One Wish. That's the prototype title for the album. One Wish is actually a line in Tweedia. So it's like the last line in Tweedia. So that's why. Oh yeah, so speaking of randoms, this is random as fuck. I have cash. I just got a
I got money.
I got cash money. Oh shit. Oh yeah, she does look good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't fucking do anything, you moron.
I designed her. I created
her. But yeah, I just did I did another commission for the Schmuck Squad and their things.
Did another one. Nice.
Yeah, I did I just got finished with it. They wanted me to do, I mentioned this on the podcast, I think it might have been the first episode. But I mentioned that they wanted me to do a Hotel California.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, Hotel California. I tried and failed. Because the thing about Hotel California is that it's it's hard to do, and I'm very bad at that style of doing all of the different strings so precisely. So I told him, and he was like, "Well, that's okay." But he had me do a rock cover of Thunderstruck, the AC/DC Thunderstruck.
Yes.
That was fun, and it was. I'll send it to you right now.
Nice.
So it was great. I'll send you the little shortened version. But yeah. So he wanted it, I think I can't remember exactly which one it's gonna be for, but he sent me like a prototype of what it's gonna be like. Like he put it to the original anime, or I don't remember what it could be. 7 Deadly Sins. I think it might be 7 Deadly Sins. I can't remember, but yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It's in chat there.
Yep.
It was very easy. So that's one thing.
Listen to it. Keep talking.
Okay, yeah. So it's very easy, like, because usually the things they commission me for are very short, which is very convenient. So, because usually, especially if it's really short, I can get it done in like an hour and a half. So it's like, it's great. And
nice.
Yeah, and it's like,
and it's definitely just like, it's just Thunderstruck but with your style. It
yeah,
is
exactly.
Good. Yeah.
So that's exactly what it is. So he was like, he wanted a metal version of Thunderstruck. It was it's good. It was very, very simple to do. And there was like some troubles. The thing is, and this happens a lot, and I don't blame anybody in specific for it, but a lot of times when non-music people commission music people, you have there's a disconnect in communication sometimes, because the people who are commissioning are trying to get their thoughts across, but they don't understand music terminology, so they're like, they often struggle to find a way to articulate what they're thinking properly to the musician. So there was some misunderstandings, like, I wasn't sure exactly what he wanted. Like he said he wanted 2 big chords at the beginning, and so I had my first, like, you saw that was like version fucking 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was my understanding of that was just two big power chords at the beginning, but they were drawn out. But actually what he wanted was what you heard just there was the big boom and then silence. So that was actually what he wanted, but there was like a disconnect, and he just didn't explain that properly, which I don't blame him for. Like, I understand, but
same thing happened with me when I commissioned you for No Mercy, because I was just like, I'm thinking the Pete Dunne Young and Bitter opening.
Yeah,
of just a slow fade,
and that's exactly what he had. That's
in.
exactly what he had to do. He sent me he sent me a Bon Jovi song. And he was like, okay, this is kind of like what I'm thinking. And like, it gave me an example. I was like, oh, I get it. So, yeah, it just was like, there's a little misunderstanding there. But yeah, once they, like, I think he's learned now that if he doesn't know how to articulate his thoughts properly, he can just send me an example. But,
that's what I had to do, didn't I?
Yeah.
What was the other reference apart from Young and Bitter? I forgot
what the
other reference was.
It was my song "Burn It Down."
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Right.
It was my.
Because I thought you know that you made it. This could be a reference.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wrote that song. Sick. So yeah.
Did you also notice? Also, a reference for you. Did you also notice that one of my chapters was called "Burn It Down"?
I did notice that.
It was for your song.
Nice.
It was for your song.
I have some pretty dope. High five. I have some cool titles coming up for. I am trying to get most of my other stuff out of the way. Like, I want to do once I get through like the rest of my big projects. Right now, that includes the Pokemon, the next two Pokemon albums, as well as the first anime album. I want to get those done. Once I get done with those two, I'm basically full in, or those three, sorry. I'm basically full in on my new original album, which is very exciting.
I'm all in.
I'm all in. I will be all in on that, on my new original album, which, I have 4 songs written, but I don't have lyrics for 3 of them. And then I have ideas for like a couple other songs I want in the album. But the idea for it is, I want it to be, the thought for the album originally started when I wanted to like develop my own style. And what I eventually decided on was like this style where it's like it's like a very tame but fun style of rock with a lot of ambient elements. So like it'll use a lot of like very ambient reverbed guitar, as well as like like a lot of strings as well will come in later on in the album, as I've planned it. Stuff that I've like got a lot of experience in. And then I think I can make sound really good. So that's kind of the idea, is like coming into my own style. That's the idea. So should be really fun. I have some really cool ideas for that. But where is it even? Yeah. One that I'm really looking forward to writing is, even though it's technically an original album, a lot of times I am inspired by nerdy content, So
that's exactly what we covered with Divide Music.
Exactly.
Check out that episode.
So it is.
It's
so like you can you can like say. So even though I'm inspired by nerdy shit, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is like, it's still like an original song, and I'm gonna be putting it on my original album, even though it's not technically based on anything. One song I have an idea for is called Gracidia, which, if you follow me on Twitter at all, you'll know that I'm an absolutely massive Malo fan. But also, there's this moment in Sun and Moon when I'm about to spoil this, but I think I've told you this already. But yeah, it's
probably have.
Where Malo's mom comes back momentarily. She's dead. She's fucking dead.
Back from the dead tonight.
She's fucking dead, right? But there's a Pokemon, one of the Tapus, and it has the ability to create a fog, which creates an illusion of dead people. So, and it'll like bring them back temporarily or whatever. So Malo's mom shows up in the fog, And, you know, Malo's mom died when she was really young. So Malo, like, takes the opportunity to fucking be like, thank you, Mom. I love you so much. And, like, thank you for giving birth to me, all this other shit. And I fucking cried.
Thank you for conceiving me.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I fucking cried. I was so... Oh, my God. It was fucking beautiful. So I'm like... There... Like, that is a thing... Right, where you just, like, sometimes you don't know the words to say to thank people, but you just gotta fucking do it. You just gotta, sometimes you just gotta fucking thank people for being in your life or whatever. Like, it's fucking sappy shit, but, like, that's how it is. And so that's, I have a really cool idea for the style of that song as well. But there's just a lot of cool shit that I am gonna be up to. And then eventually, once I'm done with, like, all of that other shit, we'll write a book. Woohoo!
Yes. By the way, I'm going to send you an epic screenshot. I'm just trolling my friend.
Epic screenshot.
I'm just trolling my friend, and I love it. This is amazing.
I don't give a fuck if you're a monkey. I'm Trent and thick.
Ooh, y'all suck. Incorrect. I suck.
I suck.
I suck.
Boy, that's like the roast hand.
The double.
Boy.
Yeah, the double C suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how much longer you want to record for because my dog's looking. My dog's looking at me like she wants to go for a walk, and she probably does need to go for a walk. So
yeah, I was gonna say this is kind of like. Is this even a random as fuck episode? It wasn't as funny as I expected it to be.
I thought it was.
Should we do another
pretty
one?
Good.
It was pretty good, right? We got to talk about some other shit.
Well, random stuff. Our lives. This is kind of the 2020. This is kind of the planning for the future episode. Actually, no. The plan for 2020 episode. This is kind of it. It's fuck.
Shit. Should we just release this
as the 2020 episode?
Yes. We kind of like. I mean. I'm down to do it. I'm down to do another random as fuck episode because I think we need to do a really funny one where just fucking nothing, like just us talking random shit.
This can be the 2020 episode
because that kind of is like this. What we talked about here, like basically, is our goals for 2020.
Let's end
it off. Let's end it off with some other random shit. What else do you want to do in 2020? Like random life goals or bucket list shit.
I did actually have a plan to now that I'm actually we'll be making a decent amount of money every week. I'm gonna split up money into different parts for things I want to do. Like I've got envelopes for like, okay, this money will go towards my Japan trip. This money will go towards like equipment I need or phone upgrades or stuff. But I'm also going to distinguish and put money in for my own for food that I'll buy for myself because like. I have this plan because I'm working and the hours are so sporadic to like I'm going to every week like buy chicken breasts, cook it and then freeze that because you can't refreeze already like defrosted chicken. So I was gonna just have this whole plan and prep meals ahead of time, take them to work and just basically just organize myself in a way that I can keep myself being healthy and not waste money while I'm on the road.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just organizing my fucking life better, essentially. I'm just splitting up money in an even way. I'm making sure I have enough money for living, but I also can save up a decent amount for Japan. So, and other shit amongst that. So I'm just trying to give myself more time to work and to do everything, and then like every so often I need to just play some games and just have time to myself and just make enough time for everything I want to do. So I'm just going to try and organize myself better now that I've actually got full-time employment and I can work around that. So that's one of my major things is just fix my fucking life. But
my life's a fucking mess and it needs to be fixed.
But I tell you what though, I'm surprisingly ahead of a lot of other people I know. Like a lot of other people I know, like I know there's a fraction of people I know which are single in the middle of studying and their choice of study has no guarantee of giving them employment and they barely have any work at the moment, so they have to be on like it's called Centrelink. It's kind of like a funded thing where they give you the government gives you a bit of money if you're unemployed, but you have to keep looking for work. And like then I've got a few other mates that's just like, oh yeah, I've got a girlfriend and I'm living with her, but I have a really shit job and no aspirations in life. So it's just like, well, come up with an aspiration in life apart from fucking a girlfriend, all right? Surely you can come up with something better than that. So,
fucking piece of shit.
And then I'm one of the few that, despite the fact that I'm single, I have actually got my fucking... I'm 20 and I've already got full-time employment that pays very good money. So I cannot complain. I've got my life ahead of me, but I do want a girlfriend, and this is one thing we both discussed.
That's a big thing for me next year. Is
like get an IRL
girlfriend thing. Get a real life girlfriend and not my waifu. That's as much as I hate to leave her behind. We do need a real life girlfriend.
They're always there. They're always on your laptop. On your laptop.
They're always there.
They're always there.
They're always there. So yeah, that's kind of where I am as well.
It's beneficial if you get a girlfriend that also enjoys and loves anime. So
yes, exactly.
Then they understand.
It is important. Yeah, exactly. They understand your appreciation for anime titties, and they're just like, yeah, you can do that. You're allowed.
Dude, those are fucking awesome.
those are some nice titties, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. I've looked at them a little too much.
Those are some nice titties. Thanks, you too. It's just like tips, Fedora.
Oh, thanks, you too.
Anyway, 2020 plans for yourself. This has definitely evolved.
Oh yeah, this is a yeah. That's kind of where I am as well. Is like I don't know that I'll be working, but we have a big fucking Christmas break. We have a month-long Christmas break. I have class for today's Monday. This was our first day back in class. I got about a week and a half left of classes and then exams. And then after that, I've got a full fucking month off. Which nice. We're going to Utah. My family is going to Utah. We're flying out all to the fucking potato state to go skiing. Because nice. we've gone skiing a few other times. I'm kind of shit at it, but it is fun. And I've never, basically the only place we've been to is like some pretty like fairly local places. Like we've been this place called Wintergreen, which is somewhere in the mountains. Obviously, that's where you do skiing. But somewhere in the Appalachians. And then we've also been to Snowshoe, which is in West Virginia. Take me home. Yeah, so, but like very local places. So, my little brother who's graduating this year, my parents have a deal for us where, whenever, like, when we graduate, we can, pick a place we want to go on vacation. And I picked California back in 2018 when I graduated. That was really fun. We got to go to like San Francisco and LA and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool stuff. But my little brother who's graduating this year is actually taking this trip early, and because he wanted to go skiing. So we're going out all the way out there to do that. Nice. But yeah, that's right smack in the middle of my winter break. So I don't even know if usually like last year when over winter break I got to work for like as a little intern for my dad's company. My dad doesn't own the company, but he's very like high in the hierarchy. But I got to work for them, got some pretty solid pay, and it gave me something to do over the break because I didn't bring my computer back home with me. So that was obviously I couldn't do any music. So yeah, rest in peace. But I don't know if I'll be working again this year. If I'm not, I will probably end up bringing my computer back with me just so I can do music while I'm there. And that'll give me something to work on and kind of devote my time to. And that'll give me like a full month of just doing fucking nothing where I can just do music like all day, every day. That'll be good because I haven't had a lot of chance to do that because I've been so fucking busy with school. And obviously these next few weeks aren't going to improve that because I've got to get through finals. But, yeah, and then, starting next semester, I'm going to try to kind of get my life more on track, kind of basically be more productive with the time I have, because I am very much guilty of just kind of staring at my computer and doing nothing for a little too long. So, and I'll just kind of find any excuse I can to just be distracted, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want to fucking make use of all the time I have. Like, I feel like I could be doing stuff, and this counts. I feel like I could be doing something with the time I'm just staring at my computer. Like, I could be working on a song, I could be working on homework, I could be doing anything. So yeah, I want to just have better time management. And I feel like because I am a college student and I don't already have good time management, I'm kind of fucking screwed. But yeah, it's the girlfriend thing is also a big one because I am a bit tired of being single. It is annoying. So
it's boring by yourself.
It's boring when you're lonely and have no friends. Fuck. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I want to do all the music, basically. Do all the music, get a girlfriend, maybe get some other friends or something. I don't know.
Maybe socialize a bit more.
Maybe leave my room a couple times a day. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Other than just for the fucking bathroom or food.
Fair enough.
That's not actually that bad, but you know.
But I'm rather content with literally like everything at the moment. I know once work kicks in, I'm gonna have to be like, oh fuck, I gotta get used to this. And I know it'll be a bitch at the start, but I'm sure like I think I'll be able to adapt to it well. But then it's just moving on from there, looking for a relationship, looking for fucking more ambition. Like I mean, other than working and writing, like I don't have much else to do. Well, I do plan ahead. Like I say, I'm gonna plan for Japan. I'm gonna fucking
plan for Japan.
Do a bunch of other shit, and like I've got many things I want to do.
Yeah, and you mentioned how you have some friends that are in school for stuff that won't guarantee them a job. I could have easily gone in for music, but I actually don't really like because I taught myself music theory. I'm not big on the traditional education of music. Like I don't think I'd fit in those music classes. So I'm actually CS. I'm a data science major. It's like a computer science data science mix, which will basically almost guarantee me a job, like with pretty much any company that utilizes anything online. Like if they have an open spot, like they'll hire a data analytics person to tell them like what's good and like what they're doing that's good and what they're doing that's bad. And then, you know, like it could be a freelance thing, but I don't really want it to be a freelance thing. I just want a steady source of income, especially once I graduate. Like I'll be almost 23 by the time I graduate. So I'll be like, I'll want something that I can be like I can sink my teeth into, basically. That isn't my music.
And for those who don't know, my chosen career, which I don't really disclose much information about, is a mixture of security, bodyguarding, investigations. It's all that sort of thing all mixed together just for a few companies. And I actually know one company now because I'm full-time, bitch. But so I do a lot of all that sort of thing, and it's pretty good. But the hours are very spastic. So.
Yes, Trent has Trent's like he works the most fucking random times. I never know when he's working.
Yep.
It just happens.
It's fucking bonkers, man.
It just fucking happens. I'm like, he's working.
It's gone to the time, like, when I'm not using a work vehicle and I'm using my own vehicle, which is nice. I always just have a sports bag in the back with some towels, some water, and a change of clothes. And whenever I get the opportunity, when I'm like, okay, done with work, all right, I'm going to the gym. Because it's just like, I can't plan ahead. Like, a lot of the times, it's difficult to plan. So I'll be like, I'll go to the gym after work, get home, write up reports and do whatever else I need to. And if it's not midnight, I'm going to be productive and do other stuff. So
yeah,
that's kind of the plan at the moment. But it is really spastic work schedule. But I'll have a little bit more control since I'm full time and with one company. So that's all right. But it's that sort of industry, which it's a lot of it I can't actually disclose. So that's the premise of it, though. Everyone knows.
Nice. Basically.
But data science. That sounds very interesting.
It is cool. And you know what? I used to be, my first 2 semesters, I was an engineering major because I wanted to go into computer science. Fuck me, I do not fit in with the engineering kids at Virginia Tech. Like, Virginia Tech is one of the best engineering schools in the world. And you have kids that come from fucking everywhere in the world to go to this school. And I am a fucking idiot compared to all of those people. And it was miserable, bro. It was miserable. So I eventually was like, plus for the thing about the VT engineering college is you You need a 3.0 to basically be guaranteed your choice of engineering major. If you don't have a 3.0 GPA, you're fucked. You have to cross your fingers, and hope you get the major you want. And computer science is the most crowded major in the engineering college, so I was like, fuck this, I'm out. So I transferred to data science, which is a free, it's part of the science department, but it's the full title is computer modeling and data analytics. I just call it data science because that's easier, but it's abbreviated CMDA, which is basically like a mixture of traditional data science and computer science. So we use like a lot of programming languages to analyze data. That's the idea. So it's basically modern data science. So it's essentially what I wanted to do, but I didn't know that was what I wanted to do. It's because I'm actually much better with actual numbers as opposed to in computer science. In the CS curriculum, I'd be doing a lot more like calculus, which is not really my strong suit. I'm not great at calculus. I'm okay, but I don't like dealing with all of the fucking assumptions and you in calculus you have a lot of just infinity stuff. You have a bunch of just numbers that aren't definite, or like even like imaginary numbers and shit. It's fucking infuriating. So I much prefer being able to deal with actual set numbers that mean something. So data science is definitely the right path for me, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
And here's one final, before we end off the podcast, here's one final look into Trent and I's conversations and some things I've been thinking about for the future. I want to start an entertainment business, kind of along the same lines as what the Game Grumps are doing. Obviously, we won't have like an actual Game Grumps show at the center of it, but I want to have like one big company that houses everything that I want to have or be a part of, or like everything that I do. So, and this will probably be, obviously it's a huge financial investment, so it'll have to be a long time down the line, like a few years. But I'm like, and that's what I actually mentioned when I started talking about the book Trent and I were doing. I think it'd be great to do that under the business, because then we can pay an editor and a publisher out of the funds for the business and sell it under that name. So it's and then my idea is that I'll also have a record label, which will have me and all of the music things that I'm a part of under it, as well as some other people, like some good friends of mine that I might want to sign, depending on what happens. And then there was also talk, we kind of chatted about having like some game development under it as well. I'd like to do maybe like a web comic or like some comedy related journalism. I want to do stuff like that.
If the visual novel were to say ever take off, it would probably be like that as well. If we ever
exactly
something like that.
So maybe we'll have Trent fly out here and help us write that. It'll be great. So that's the
you're gonna help pay for my ticket, motherfucker.
You better believe it. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's obviously not gonna happen anytime soon, but
no.
We're still both very much youngins. We have our whole lives ahead of us, so I have a lot of things that I'd like to do, like start an entertainment business where we make fools of ourselves on the daily. So
instead of just to a minority of the population on YouTube, instead we can do it to a widespread audience.
Exactly.
Everyone.
Get in.
See, my only idea for kind of branching out a little bit more is literally just creating a website where I can house everything. That's kind of like I actually think I could probably do that next year. Actually, I just want a website where, like, it leads off to a market where you could buy my book, obviously, but then there's like blog updates on there, and then updates for YouTube videos and like FireStorm episodes and all that.
Are you gonna vlog the Japan trip?
Oh, what, dude? I've been talking about this for so long. I actually want to hire a fucking cameraman to come with me and film.
Are you?
I want to. I want to.
That would be a commitment.
Because I want it to be as professional and as mint as possible. I want to.
Well, you can have a cameraman. But I think like if we do random shit together, it should just be like us making fools of ourselves, not some professional cameraman watching us make fools of ourselves.
That would be different. That would be different. I'm talking about, because I've done that much research into Japan and everything I want to do there. That
and you'll probably be there for longer than I will, so I know you have a lot you want to check out.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that either involves like pop culture stuff or just the history of Japan, and there's so many other things I want to do that a lot of it that I know I want to record will definitely take up a lot of time in itself, and I want to make it a professional, detailed experience of different things that you can do in Japan apart from the usual fucking touristy shit, because there's so much more to Japan that you can do. So I want to literally hire a cameraman or just get someone and say, hey, stop your full-time job for 3 weeks and come with me, and I'll just fucking
get
bring
over here,
them along.
you bitch.
Get over here. No, but I want to fucking bring someone along to record it, and I want to create a detailed, episodic series of my trip in Japan. And it is, again, I'm one of those motherfuckers that takes simple ideas way too beyond. I came up with an idea of creating an audiobook, and now I have a list of like 15 voice actors. All right?
Nice.
Look, I came up with the idea of my book. Fuck it, let's turn it into a light novel series that spans 20 volumes and the rest of my fucking life. But then that changed.
Hey.
But now let's let's start a podcast. Now we're gonna make a whole fucking business. So it's just this shit.
Well, that's been my idea from the start.
That's been your idea, but FireStorm Productions, I don't know where that came from. But
that was just a thing I made up for the movies video, because originally it was like it was just supposed to be like an exaggeration thing, like, hey, here's fucking two idiots with a fucking business name that actually doesn't exist. Also, a subtle nod to the podcast, just very subtle.
I love that.
Yeah. But, so it wasn't meant to mean anything. Like, I don't think I'll actually end up calling the business FireStorm Productions. That'd be a little much.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But still, I'm one of those motherfuckers that takes simple ideas way too far. And I came up with this trip to Japan. I would now want to turn it into a giant vlog series where I hire a fucking cameraman. Nice. I just have so many ideas of things I want to do, but I know there's a lot of things that I have to work on first. Like, see, I was lucky with this audiobook idea. I was lucky that I've been doing YouTube for as long as I have to have the contacts and know these people that actually would want to take part in this project. Even though I don't know how successful this project's going to be, it's got so many voice actors with thousands and thousands of subscribers in it. You better fucking watch it, because they're all got their own lives to do, and they're taking time out of their busy schedules and lives to voice act in this motherfucking thing. I'm gonna watch the fuck out of it. Yeah, so again, I take ideas way too far, but now I really had this idea for Japan, and if we do meet up in Japan, obviously that will be for its own few days, and I'll fucking say, cameraman, go do what you want. But then we'll just
later, bitch.
We'll fuck around for a while. But see,
I think the idea is I want to be there for a week-ish.
So
I'll probably hang out in like Tokyo a lot. Probably a lot of Tokyo, but I do want to check out a couple other places.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
but see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just so many ideas that I need to work out the logistics of, and making a website. You should go see an
anime movie with no subtitles.
And just sit there paralyzed in fear.
It's just like take the fucking video of us just like, what the fuck are they saying, bro?
I haven't been on Duolingo in a week, and it's a beating.
Dude, neither have I.
It's just yelling at me like, Trent.
They're like, Gus, come back. I'm like, no! Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Duolingo bird's got to kick down my back door and come.
He really is, dude.
Anyway,
baseball bat. Get fucked, loser.
Alright, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Duolingo bird kicking down the door, kidnapping my children and fucking my wife.
Yep. Then double teaming her with Frosty the Snowman. But, anyway, Now, I'm gonna go walk my dog, and we'll probably record episode 9 if you're keen to record
I'm down.
more.
I'm down.
You're down. Well, I need to take a quick break because I do as
well. I need to refill my water as well.
I was gonna continue narrating, but
okay,
my throat's
that's fine.
it's already getting a bit abused. So we'll figure it out.
It'll be
anyway.
Like that.
This was initially going to be the random as fuck episode, but now it's evolved into
it's evolved into us talking about our lives, and that was the plan for the first episode of 2020. So now this is that episode, and we're gonna record another random as fuck episode later on when I'm very much under the influence of caffeine, and we'll talk about random shit. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, now tell you what, if there's I'll like buy a couple of beers or something. I'll be pissed you be fucking caffeinated.
Oh yeah, I can't break the law. I can't break the law and then go on air. Like I still like that's one thing for that idea we have where I get drunk. I should probably wait and
break the law.
I can't break the law and then go on the fucking podcast and be like, "Hey, I'm drunk. I'm only 20. I need to turn 21 first." Like on my day after my 21st birthday, I'm all in. Let's go. But yeah, I don't just for safety, just to be safe, I don't want to break the law. Even though I've done it, no proof of that, but I've done it. And so I don't want to just be like, hey, I'm drunk even though I'm 20. So once I'm 21, that'll be in July. That's when we'll do it. It'll be a fun time. And I'll be way into the Astrospore by that point. It'll be a fun time. So yeah. Awesome. I don't want to break the law. Anyway, yeah. Fair enough. Thanks for sticking with us.
Thanks for listening to this random as fuck 2020 predictions episode. Now,
2020 predictions. My predictions for 2020 is that I'll still be lonely and depressed. Yeet.
Woo! Yeet. Sad yeet. But let's get on to it. Stop crying, Gus. It's okay. Let's get on with it. We're going to end this episode. We're going to record the episode that you've already have heard.
Yeah.
And we're going to make a confusing timeline. Oh, yeah.
Hey!
Anyway, bye.
Later.
Fucker.